Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to another episode of Psychology Talks. And to all those Muslim viewers, Ramadan Kareem, and wishing you a very happy and blessed month. And since I'm sure a lot of you must have your first fasting today, so I hope the entire month, may Allah shower all the blessing on you and accept all your prayers and ibadah. So, today's episode is a kind of a repeat episode because last time we were not able to record it properly. So, this time we thought that we will repeat it the same, but there will be more insights and we will add some more to our discussion so our viewers can or our audience can learn more to it. So our guest is the same, and our topic is also the same. We'll talk about passion, and why I chose this particular topic is because this is one of the most desirable trait these days. All of the recruiters and those who are hiring, all those employers actually looking for employers or the employees who are passionate about their work because they want those employees who can do some extra who can go extra mile for their work, and only those willing to go extra mile who are passionate about this work. So our guest today is Matt Willis, and the reason why I chose Matt Willis for this particular topic is because he is passionate about his work, and he is not only he turned his career in he turned his career into passion, like because he was so passionate about travel, he was so passionate about creating videos. He left his job and took up his passion as a career. So today we'll talk about that how we can choose our passion as a career and how we can even earn through our passion. So just let me give you a little bit of a introduction about Matt, that he is actually the living example of living passion. He is sort of a master of internet marketing also because he has electrified the internet marketing, and he has revolutionized the direct sales arena with cutting edge, powerful, high tech strategies, and he delivered success to many of his clients. He has unlocked the secret of successful use of technology by simplifying the use of technology, and simple, like he's using videos and other technology to help you grow with your business. So let's welcome Matt. Hello, Matt. Thank you so much for
Hello,
joining
Edward.
today.
You're quite welcome. Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that last time our episode wasn't able to record properly, so we got another
Yes.
opportunity to talk
Yes,
about passion
absolutely.
more this time. So
Yes,
thank you for
absolutely.
joining again.
Well, thank you for having me. And that's what happens. You got to have plan A to Z, not plan A, B, C.
Yeah,
Anytime you're dealing with technology, I've been working with technology and making money through technology since 2006. So things happen
yeah,
and you just have to overcome. So
yeah.
thank you for having me. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And welcome to all our audience. And thank you for joining us today. That whoever has joined today, just tell us that from where are you joining, and so we can also say you hi, and we can get to know that from which areas you have logged
Yes.
in from this world. So,
Yes.
moving on to our topic of the day is like passion. And
Hmm.
last time we did talk about that how you came into this field and why you chose. So, this time I would say that you tell us a little more about your work, that
Hmm.
how you create videos and how you change the business into success
Hmm.
through, making videos and through your passions. So,
Hmm.
by an internet marketing also.
Thank you. Okay, awesome. Well, blessings to each and every one of you today, and hope you're having a marvelous day with your family on this beautiful Saturday around the world. Some places, I guess, it's Sunday, but I'm actually here on the beautiful island of Dominican Republic, which is right below Florida in the United States. And I love this island. My children are half Dominican, and I spent a lot of time in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States, and I'm here in beautiful Santiago, Dominican Republic. And the weather is beautiful. The sun is shining, and it's just an honor to be here to each and every one of you. I love you all, and I appreciate you coming. And we are, and Breen and I are close friends, and it's just an honor to be here on your show today. And one of the things that when it comes to internet marketing, we're all our own media channel. I don't care if you're a business or an individual or social media, or you just can't get away from it now. Everybody's doing video and everybody's doing video content. And if you're a grandmother and you're trying to impress your grandchildren on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or wherever you're at, getting good at video and understanding how to communicate through video is probably one of the smartest things you can do in your life for your future, for your business, for your connections. And I've been in sales all my life, but selling is hard. When you're trying to
Yeah.
call somebody that doesn't want you to call them, they didn't ask you to call them, you're trying to get them to listen to you, and they never invited you. So I learned how to do in 2006, how to attract people through videos. And that's what I do, and that's what I'm known for on LinkedIn, is do videos that strike a nerve, that create the passion, that have something that they are interested in so that they contact you. That's what we call an attraction-based video marketing system. And very few people are doing it, especially on LinkedIn. A lot of people are afraid of what they look like. Obviously, you do it because you do lives and you demonstrate and you speak all over the world. But a lot of people are so concerned about their looks or how they feel, and they don't want to get out there on video and share their lives with people. And I think that's one of the smartest things that people can do is learn how to do video and attract people through it. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's very true actually, because the trend is changing. Like it is not just like, a decade ago it was, when people used to just share simple posts or simple like visuals, but now
That's right.
people need who is the person behind that, and how does he or she live in real life. So I think that is very important
Yeah.
to see, to show them the real face of who we are, and so they can
Yeah.
connect with us more empathetically, because it's
Exactly.
now it's all about making a connection with your audience, with your customer, or whatever the business
Hmm.
you're in. So I think that's why it's extremely important
Yeah.
uh, to have more videos on that. So yeah,
Yes.
so okay, yeah, so like going on to more into further into it, like since like videos
Okay.
are there, so what exactly sort of are there any kind of tools available they should use, or they should just use the simple whatever, like they can pick up their phone and start making videos? So what
Right.
do you recommend for them?
Yeah, yeah, I've done full production makeup, all the full production videos, and you can obviously do that. But we have a production studio on our phones, your
Oh,
iPhone or
yeah.
your Android, and then having the ability to, just pick up your phone and start letting the world know about you. And I'm going to give you a transition that's happening, and I'm one of the pioneers of it on LinkedIn. Is that why in the world are you letting all your employees hide behind your corporate wall when they are your biggest asset?
Yeah,
People do business with people, they don't do business with companies. A
very
company
true.
does not sell anything, it's a person inside of that company. So, you corporations out there that are listening to this, these companies out there, and you're not opening up and allowing your employees to get on LinkedIn and share your vision, share their personality. Obviously, you'll have guidelines and you want them to do things strategically. But why not? If you've got 1,000 employees, you've got 100 employees, you've got 10 employees, they're already working for you. You're already paying them money. Why not
Yeah.
open them up for 20 to 30 minutes a day and let them show your brand and show their personality on LinkedIn? That is my passion right now, is people are sleeping so heavily on this platform and they don't really understand the power of LinkedIn, especially you corporations, you charities, you organizations, you people looking to get speaking events, all you people out there. Video is a mega trend that's not ever going away, ever. Even when the
Yeah.
metaverse comes, we're doing a lot of things behind the scenes with the metaverse. Still being able to demonstrate your message and open up people to your brand and to your personality is never going away. Just because, and same thing in a sales process. When you meet someone, you get acquainted first, they get to know you first. So that's what
Yeah.
happens with videos. People get to know you, like you, and trust you, and then they contact you or you reach out to them, and then you open up a dialogue. So what a
Yeah.
lot of people are doing is they're not doing it because they're afraid. Oh, I don't look good, or I'm fat, I'm ugly, whatever. They're so self-focused instead of delivering value to people. And when you deliver value to people, people see you as the authority, just like you, Ambreen. You and I are voted in the top 50 worldwide on a platform of 774 million people. Why? Because we do stuff like this. So I
Yeah.
totally agree with you. That back to you.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You explained it so well that it's not going to go away any sooner. In fact, it's gonna build on and on further. So you talked about metaverse also, and I've been hearing a lot about metaverse. So just tell our audience a little bit more about it. Like, what is metaverse and how it's going to change now the near future of the entire technology or social media?
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't talk a lot about what I'm personally
Yeah, of course.
doing because it's behind the scenes. But at the same time, I can give some general information. We're going to be changing the world in so many different levels and it's exciting. So be on the lookout. But basically, it's the transition of the internet. We started off with text messaging with our computers and we only had Yahoo, and then we got to videos and we got to social media, we got to Instagram, so we're able to share videos, and now it's just the next level where we're immersed through AR and VR inside of these different worlds. If you guys have seen Meta, obviously Facebook's changed the Meta. There's some great demonstrations that you can look up on the word Metaverse, but it is one of the hottest, most powerful, most funded industries in the world right now. Between crypto, blockchain, and metaverse, nothing's getting more money in the world right now than those things. So if you're sleeping on it, you don't know about it, you need to pay attention to that. I think the three hottest things in the world right now are metaverse, LinkedIn, and videos. It's the
Yeah.
hottest, most powerful, most persuasive words in the business language on planet Earth today, and no one can argue with that. No one. So what
Yeah.
LinkedIn is getting stronger. It's growing at 33% per year. It is stronger. More people are coming on the platform. Movie stars are coming on the platform. I got invited to be on a panel with an A-list movie star that's coming out May 17th with LinkedIn influencers and metaverse influencers. Be on the lookout for that. I'm going to be taking that panel worldwide. Just got done doing an interview with one of the largest Asian television channel networks in the world. So we are going to be lifted up as LinkedIn influencers and metaverse influencers to the world. But the metaverse is here to stay. It's the next revolution of the internet. Web 3.0, and you need to be involved in it somehow and get ready.
Yeah, very true. Actually, the thing is that it's again, the world is changing so fast, and we need to keep up with that because, and if we don't keep up with it, the chances are that we're gonna left behind. And as you know, like those who left behind are actually the ones that who pay the price. So it's the time to actually stay abreast with whatever is happening in the world, and I see
Yes.
it like everywhere. Like even if I like turn on the TV, even I like turn on the Google News or whatever, we hear a lot about metaverse and the blockchain, and this industry is going to boom in in a couple of
Yes.
years. I wouldn't say a decade or
Yes.
so. It will be here in like maybe like 2 years or 3 years, and we'll see like
Yeah.
metaverse
It's here.
everywhere.
It's here right now. It's here right now. The
And
metaverse is being
absolutely,
played
yeah,
by people in gaming industry. Like if you play a video game, you're in a metaverse. So, and
yes,
Facebook wouldn't change its name in one of the biggest companies in the world if it's here now. So in 2 or 3 years, you're right. It'll be completely immersive to the entire world. I think that's what you were saying, but it's also here right now, and people
yeah,
don't really understand it. But
Yeah.
anytime you do anything, you want to be in front of the wave, not behind the wave, like you said. So you want to
Yeah.
be, that's where you make the most money, is when you're on top of the wave. And the last level of success that I like to do in my life, and I do in my businesses and so forth, you want to create and control markets. You don't, and I don't like to work for another person. I wanted freedom. I got out of the workforce
Yeah.
in 2006. I started learning SEO and pay-per-click and video marketing and email marketing so that I could travel the world and live on an island. And a lot of people want freedom too. So if you want to start your own business, if you want to get more money, get promotions, get a better job, you cannot do. There's nothing better than you can focus on than understanding the power of social media. LinkedIn, in particular, I think is the smartest move for anybody in the world, any corporation, any CEO. I don't care if you got 5,000 employees, one employee, or you're by yourself. Learning how to do video strategies, lives like this, great text messaging, and collaborate with other people.
Yeah.
Pride is the only thing that keeps you away from collaboration. You know, you got to
Yeah.
look for a win-win in all situations. Yes, everything won't go your way, but you can find a win-win where you can collaborate and work together like we're doing here, so you can find a win-win situation. And a lot of people can't do that. They can't get out of their own head. They're
Yeah.
selfish. They say, oh, I just want my way, and you want you to join my company and do everything I want to do. Well, guess what? That doesn't work when you're dealing on these levels, because people, higher you get, the more things people got going on. And you got to find a win-win in both of those situations so you both can win.
Yeah. Yeah. Very right. Actually, the thing is that collaborate actually opens up more opportunities, because single handedly we cannot manage everything. But the thing is, like, it's
Yes.
as like a lot of people, it is often said that two minds are better than one. So like, our when we think from our perspective, our thinking is limited, and we may be thinking from
Yes.
one perspective and looking at the one direction only. But when we collaborate
That's
with the
correct.
people, the opportunities
Yes.
are open. Like, there are different ways we can go to. So I think this is a very, very important thing that we need to find, and the people to collaborate with. And the most important thing is the right people, because sometimes what
Yes.
happens is that a lot of people waste a lot of time with wrong people. So it is very
Exactly.
important to find the right people who help
Yes.
you find the right track and right path. So,
Yes, and then being
and
able to collaborate with them and be patient, because sometimes a deal won't work out right now. But if you're
yes,
rude and you're mean and you're frustrated, they don't want to work with you ever. So you
yes,
need to not burn bridges. You need to
yes,
control your emotions. Don't get angry inside. Don't let people see that, and just be
absolutely,
nice and loving. Even if it doesn't work out, guess what? If you're nice and you end well, that person might come around a year from now, or 6 months, or 1 month, or
absolutely,
whatever, and you might be able to collaborate. So most people
yeah,
can't do that. They act like little kids. Oh, it's not going to work out. You're not going to do what I want to do. Ugh, I don't want to work with you. Guess what? You've already
yes,
burnt a bridge. If you
yes,
just stop burning bridges with your bad attitudes,
yes,
it will change your life forever. I work with the most powerful people in the world because I make a decision to control my emotions. Even if
yes.
I have a disagreement and we're not seeing eye to eye, I do it in a way where it's loving. And if we end and we're not going to work together right now, it's okay. We still have a beautiful friendship. And that opens up so many doors. There's
Absolutely.
nothing that people respect more in this world than someone that can control their emotions. And you're in psychology, you know that. When someone doesn't deliver venom to you, you respect them even in difficult times.
Yes, absolutely. Because the thing is that I think at the end of the day, what matters the most is the relationship with the
Yes.
person, that how you deal with that person, and that
Yes.
matters the most. Because, like, like, lot of you, whenever we meet with anyone, we don't, like, maybe after 5 days, after a year, or after 5 years, we don't remember the designation or something, but we do remember that how that person treated us. So it's gonna leave the impact on us for the rest of the life. So it's very, very important to actually have the proper relationship with everyone, no matter, like, because I often say to people that there could be frictions with everyone. There would be people, like, they will always be differences, and that's
Right.
how it is. We need to accept others' differences and find a way to work together, and that's the most beautiful thing we can do. Because when we accept The difference is it's again open up our mental horizon. We
Hmm.
see things what we were unable to see before. So
Hmm.
that's the very important point you highlighted here at
Yeah,
this.
and you have to when you come. I'm sorry. And when you come into that situation, we are, I mean, naturally, I don't care who you are, you're naturally selfish. We
Yes,
are only, the reason why is not because it's our fault, it's just our brain is what we think out of. So we can only really think out of our own brain. So when you meet someone and you're looking for a collaboration, if you're not prepared to have a win win and you're
yes,
only focused on your agenda, and that's
yes,
all you're going to drive home, and you're going to be upset if it doesn't work out, that is the wrong mentality. You have to come in open and say,
yes,
you know what, let's find a win win situation for us and each other where we can both benefit on every single level. And that's a much better position. Most people don't do that. 90% of most people, they come in with that driver mentality that I got
yes,
to get my way, and they don't come in there with a win win situation. But think about every sports team in the world. Not every position is a first baseman or shortstop or a quarterback or a cricket player. Every position is different. So when the people that come into your life, they're not all going to play the same role. Think about the last 100 people that came into your life. All
yes,
of them are very different and they play different roles in your life. So when you come into that, we forget that in our interactions. You have to be okay with whatever role that person's going to play in your life or no role. And you come into it thinking that way, then you have a better chance of winning them and you have a better chance of having that good relationship, which you said the relationship and how they feel about you is a huge commodity.
yes.
Huge. So encourage, love, edify, build up, patience, kindness, thank yous, please, thank you. All those things are super, super powerful in business. And I know you teach that because that's your platform is psychology and how to human relations. So I know you love this. I saw you smile. That's great.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely. Because again, like I usually tell people that we should never forget focus only on the material thing, because material things can be replaced very easily. Immaterial things can never be replaced, and it leaves a lasting impression on us. For example, as you said, that how we respect people, how we accept them, how we treat them, these immaterial things actually makes a lasting impression. It doesn't matter that how much money you pay, how much, like these are all these things, it can come and go
That's correct.
anytime, but all those
That's correct.
immaterial things makes a great difference in persons, like as you said, that whenever in a relationship or in personal or professional at any level, it always matter a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Great points.
Yeah, definitely. So here, like if we as we're talking about the passion, and as you also highlighted a lot, that uh, these are the things that are required for the passion. But again, passion is not the only thing. The other thing that you mentioned is the emotional intelligence, the way we control or contain ourselves, how we manage our emotions, and most importantly, how we manage others' emotions as well. For example, if we see the other person is angry or is not responding to us or to our whatever the deal we are offering, there is no point that we take it
Hmm.
to our heart. We need to remain calm. We need to see that how we can strengthen the relationship, rather
Yes.
than focusing on just selling our product. Because it's not always that that at first time you can sell the product or something, but it is what more important is that we need to see that how we can add value in the other person's life. And then maybe that person might not take your product immediately, but if you have developed a proper relationship, a
Yes.
long-term relationship, that person gonna come back sooner or later. That is what important, right?
Absolutely. 100%. Are
Yeah,
you getting an
absolutely.
echo or is the sound coming through okay?
Yeah, yeah, that's perfectly fine. I think this time
Okay.
is much better. I hope like you can hear me
Oh,
properly as well, because last time I remember
okay.
you
I'm
said
getting
that
a
you, You
I'm
cannot
getting a
hear me.
little bit of echo
Oh,
when I
really?
speak, but I'll take my earbuds out and I'll still speak in this to be able to communicate. But you're so right. The most important thing is relationships. The golden rule is to do unto others what you want them to do to you. And you just, when you have that patience and kindness and you come into every situation and you see that person as someone special, like your family member or your best friend. You don't
Yeah.
treat your best friend or your favorite family member bad because you care about them. If you
Yeah.
can transfer that feeling toward every person that you meet and treat them that same way, wow, they're going to be so attracted to you and what you represent, because that light and that love and that generosity and that patience and that kindness is something that they're not used to. They're used to getting selfishness, and they're used to getting anger and bitterness and hatred and so, but from a lot of people in this world, because they're going through a lot. But when you give that loving, kind, listening ear, man, it opens up so many doors in life. Very, very much so.
Yeah, yeah, very true. Last time also we talked about it a little, but and this time also there are like a couple of inbox messages that I got that they wanted us to tell us that again, especially this point, because a lot of time whenever I even give them the presentation or even the workshop, a lot of people are genuinely asking that how they can find their real passion, how do
Mm-hmm.
they know that this is what they have been looking for? So any comments on that?
Yeah, you kind of just need to you have to take inventory of what you like. What are the
Yeah,
things that you really enjoy? What are the things that make you come alive? And who can tell you that is your friends and family, the closest to you. You can just ask them, hey, what do I like the most? What do I come alive about when I do it? Whether it's waterfalls or beaches or family or picnics or baseball or American football or soccer or going to Dubai and riding out in the desert and going camping or going to a nice restaurant. The people around you know that. If you can't identify it to yourself, you can always ask your family members, hey, can you give me some feedback on what are my passions? And they'll
yeah,
tell you. And once you identify those passions, you can build businesses around it. That's
yeah,
the smartest way to do anything, because this is hard. Being an entrepreneur, I've been an entrepreneur. I started in 1988. I started my first little company at 16 years old, and made money and paid cash for my first car. My parents helped me launch my business. You guys kind of know some of that story. But when you tap into that passion, because things are so hard being an entrepreneur, it makes it easier. But if you're doing something you hate, you don't
yeah,
like that job, you're miserable at what you're doing, you're just getting by just to make money, it's not something, well, you're not alive when you're working. And I believe when I had a vision and dream of working from a computer, from a phone, and learning videos and learning how to make money and do those things in internet marketing, it was because I loved travel and I wanted to get out of the house. I didn't want to be stuck behind a desk. I want to be able to travel the world and make money. And so that was my passion. That's why I did what I did.
yeah, absolutely. uh, that's very important, that if we feel that we are stuck in the job we don't like, we will be killing ourselves every day, and that's how life becomes boring. That's how we feel the emptiness from inside, that where are we stuck? But when we do something that we love, we feel more energetic. So I think this is again one thing that everyone should keep focus, that
Mm-hmm.
they should never get stuck in the place where they feel suffocated. And whenever they have the feeling of that suffocation, this is the indication that this is not their passion. Passion is something
Absolutely.
they feel more, as you said, that they feel more alive. They feel more
Yes.
rejuvenated whenever they're doing it. It's not they get bored with this or they get tired or frustrated. So that's very important point. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So we are actually reaching the end of the show. So the one last question I will just ask, that any particular advice you would give to our audience today?
You, advice, you said?
Yes, any advice or any
Okay.
recommendation or anything that
I'm
you
going to
want?
give you some example. Some of the things that you can do on video, you need to show proof. So when you this is the company that I started, World Discovery Club, because when I was traveling the world, what I did was I started making money through attraction-based video marketing, but I was representing as a distributor for another company. And I said, hey, they don't have really good products, so let me build my own company. And I became the CEO. So whenever you're doing videos, show proof of what you're doing, show screenshots. So I created a product out there called Recruiting Formula, teaching people how to work smarter, not harder. It's not on the market right now. But teaching people how to close sales through webinars and through video email and strategies and how to do sales and how to get the greatest impact with the customers. Also, too, I was awarded the baseball home run king here at later years in age, because when I was in high school, I could never hit home runs. But for some reason, at this particular time, I put the right gloves on, and I was able to win the home run king derby right there. And these are some things that you can do in videos. When you're doing videos, you can demonstrate to people through visuals, through screen shares. You can show proof that you are doing what they want to do. Because the reason why people do business with you or want to work with you is because their trust level for you goes up. When their trust level goes up and they know you, like you, and trust you, then they want to talk to you and then want to do business. So you want to focus on demonstrating your competence and also being relatable and being yourself. A lot of people get stuffy behind the camera. Like, talk like you talk to your best friend. Like, you watch yourself and see how you communicate with your best friend in the whole wide world. Try to talk like that to the camera, and it'll relax you. If you can get nice and focus how you talk to your best friends, it will change your life. So that would be my advice to you guys for doing videos and having your passion there. Thank you so much.
Yes, brilliant advice, and thank you so much for sharing all the knowledge and experience with us today. And I'm sure that our audience must have learned a lot from your discussion, from our discussions today. So thank you so much to you
Thank you.
and to all the audience that who have joined today on our show. So thank you and have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.